Hey YouTubers, this video is going to be called Oil of Omnipotence.
Oil of Omnipotence.
What was that? Just having fun. I'll get to that in a minute. I don't know if you notice, but I'm in a hotel room. This is my so-called king-size bed. I'm 6'7". You can see heads at the headboard, feet at the very end. So, about the title of the video, Oil
of Omnipotence.
Alright, so Sunday night I drive down to Georgia, right? I drive down to Atlanta, and I get to the north part of Atlanta like 2 o'clock in the morning, and the oil light comes on my truck, meaning I got like no oil. So I get out, and it doesn't even show up on the dipstick. I put a gallon in it, a gallon of oil, because I'm driving a big rig, and I get to where I'm going, and next day I'm just like, what on earth? Well, I had this just like mega oil leak on the truck. I go to a truck stop, and I'm trying to think when this happened. Sometime before I got to the truck stop, this was Monday morning, I was just praying. I was thanking God. I was just saying, look, I know that you got this whole thing under control. I thank you. I know that you knew about this long before I did, that, you're not going to let this truck blow up, because if this truck blows up, I'm out of a job, right? So I go to this truck stop, right? And the oil light comes on, so it already went through the gallon that I put in it the night before. So this thing is showing no oil on the dipstick. I get it to the truck stop without blowing it up. And before I get to the truck stop, like I said, I was praying, I was asking God. And I was getting ready to text somebody. And I'm having technical difficulties, so my phone, like the phone that I'm recording this video on, it doesn't charge right, so I got to use my backup phone, right? Well, I go to text somebody, I go to text my boss about what's going on, and I was starting to type on, O-N, and instead I hit O-M, and the phone auto-completed the word to say omnipotence. So I just finished praying and thanking God for fixing the situation. I just finished praying and thanking him, and I accidentally put OM in my phone and it says omnipotence. Well, if you're not already aware, omnipotence just means all powerful. It means that God is almighty, that he's in control of everything, that he has all the power that you're able to have. So I get to this truck stop, and you know how many gallons of oil I put into this truck? 7 gallons. I mean, this isn't your typical oil change, right? So I put 7 gallons in it. So ever since Monday, I've been sitting at the Freightliner dealership waiting for them to fix this thing. You know, the first day they goofed off and told me it was something else. Spent the whole day about it. The next day they actually found the right problem, but said they didn't have parts. The third day, which is today, they got it taken down, still don't have the parts, and then tomorrow they're going to have the parts and put it back together. So I'm down like 4 days. But the thing is, I'm on the east side of Atlanta, and because of this omnipotence thing, because God told me he's got it under control, I'm sitting here thinking, all right, there's a reason that God is doing this, or that God is allowing this, because he's keeping me away from something else. Well, I find out today that a tornado goes right across the interstate in Adairsville, Georgia, which is north of Atlanta.
Quarter mile from our location here on Highway 41 near I-75. This funnel is about to cross the interstate here in Adairsville. Again, we've been tracking the storm. We've got debris now flying to the left and center of this system. The sirens have been going off here. The wind is kicking up along with the rain. Again, a funnel just crossing the interstate here in Adairsville. We will track it and see what kind of damage there is. There is significant debris now.
I don't know what class it was or whatever, but it went right over the interstate, flipped over trucks, and I go through that part of the interstate 4 times a week. Now, if my truck hadn't broken down Monday, I would have gone up to, my delivery, and then I would have come right back down to Georgia, and then today, I would have been driving right through that area to go deliver the load from today. But because I've been broken down, didn't happen. So, I know God's in control and he can see into the future and everything, and he kept me out of that situation. Now, my boss apparently needs some deliverance because the bill on this truck getting fixed. But it's just great to know that God is watching your back. Just like I did in my last video. My last video, Angel Armies. Make sure you watch that one. It's a good video. First video I did in over a month. So if you haven't seen that, check it out. But that's why I named this video Oil of Omnipotence.
Oil of Omnipotence. Oil of Omnipotence.
Because I put 7 gallons in that truck right after God, right after the whole omnipotence thing on my phone. So God was just telling me, look, I got it. I got it under control. So just sit back, relax, and make videos in a hotel room. I can prove I'm in Georgia because, look at this. Rusty old Toyota pickup trucks on a trailer. Anyway, I'm going to go across the street and enjoy some Sonny's barbecue right after I finish this video.
Oil of Omnipotence.